Welcome to, welcome to episode 39 of Peace Talk. This is the Peace Dealer. And this special episode, we have a good friend, Lily. How are you doing?
What's up?
I'm doing very well. Where are you located? You're in the East Coast, right?
Right now I'm in the East Coast. I'm not originally from here, but I'm here temporarily. I'm in New York, Staten Island. Yeah. I'm not from here though, just to make that clear.
My mom used to work in Staten Island for the longest time. That's crazy.
Yeah, you told me. You should come visit.
Where are you from?
California, Southern California. Like Ontario, California, but nobody knows where that's from. So I just tell people Southern California. Yeah. I miss it a lot. Like I didn't think I would miss it this much, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's not like
Grass is always greener on the other side, I guess. No, but I think California is just objectively the best place to live in. So I want to visit Texas though. It sounds hardcore.
I think it's worth it to visit once,
Yeah.
To go see all the different cities. Even where I was in Texas wasn't like really Texas. It was like the far, like 13 hours away from like the main Texas.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like people out there like cowboys and shit. That's super stereotypical, but
no, that's so funny.
It's really hardcore.
Yeah, especially the football. When I was moving there, like a lot of people thought for some reason I was moving to some plantation. Like they thought I would be picking cotton and stuff. It was crazy.
I want that.
Yeah, people in New Jersey, they're like, really? Like, oh, what? What's up?
Wait, where are you from?
New Jersey. I'm actually.
Oh, so you're like right next door.
Yeah.
Cool. And when did you move to Texas? How old were you?
I was 19 when I moved to Texas.
What? So you were raised in New Jersey, basically?
Yeah,
basically. From the East Coast.
All my life.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. That's why your mom used to work out here.
Yeah. She only moved out to Texas so that she could open up her own practice and work for a hospital, like work for herself. And it's cheaper out, in Texas and the Midwest. But what are your what is your sun, moon, and rising for the viewers who would like to know?
Okay, so my sun is in Capricorn. Should I say the house, or is that too extra?
Yeah. No, say it. You can say it.
Okay.
Well, let us know your stats.
I should just post up my whole chart. My sun is in Capricorn in the 10th house. My moon is in Pisces in the 12th house. And I'm an Aries rising. So basically my whole chart is like natural, organic.
If you want, I can screen share your chart and we can interpret it for the whole world to see.
Well, I don't know. If you want, I'd be okay with that.
All right, that's cool because I'm in love with your chart. You have like
I'm gonna be put on blast
with the Peace Dealer. I'm gonna start doing that to everyone I interview now.
Put them on blast.
Yeah, just complete blast. Just absolutely. Thankfully, I have your chart saved.
Oh.
Yeah. I remember meeting you. You had sent me a message and it completely blasted over my intuition. Like, wow. Like I started thinking about chaos magic and all these extra concepts.
Oh, yeah. That shit was so cool. Yeah, like, I don't know. I just really liked your videos. Like, I saw, like, several of them, and they were so on point, it freaked me the fuck out. So I just did you. You and Alyssa Sharp, man, like, I feel like you guys are, like, the best of astrology on YouTube. I'm not kidding.
I'm highly honored. All right. We have the screen share. Do you see your chart?
What happened?
Do you see your chart?
Oh, wow. Yeah. Holy crap.
All right, cool.
You have it in a Placidus too. I always use equal, but like, to be honest, I don't care if you interpret it through Placidus, because is that how you say it, Placidus?
Yeah, I think that's how you say it, Placidus.
Okay. I don't care if you interpret it through that, because like that would be an interesting perspective too.
Yeah, and
because I feel like all the different house systems have something good to say. I don't know.
You can let me. So, with the equal house, that would make you that you're still a 10th house sun, right?
Yeah. It doesn't really change that much. I just the only thing that changes is that it moves my Saturn into the 11th house, which makes so much sense. But Saturn in the 12th house also makes a lot of sense. So I don't know.
That's interesting. Yeah,
because it's kind of in the cusp, I guess. I like that.
I'm always drawn to this 29-degree Venus. Like I could see it so much more like on the webcam, but it's so powerful. This.
You know what I was just thinking today?
What?
I have a really close friend who's like Scorpio dominant, and she's 29, and I'm like, whoa, like she's very Scorpio dominant, like Scorpio sun, like Mercury Scorpio, Venus in Scorpio, and she's 29, and I feel like that's very symbolic because of my conjunction.
29. Her son is 29 Scorpio?
No, she's 29 years old. Like that's when I met her. Like I don't know.
Oh.
And I was just like instantly drawn to her.
Wow.
I don't know. Little things like that just pop up. What do you think about how like the degrees are gonna be like, how do I say that? Like let's say, okay, so my son is in 16 Capricorn. When I was 16, that was like the year of my son. Do you think that would be like correct? I don't know, because I feel like that's kind of spot on.
Could you say that again? 16 was the degree of your Capricorn sun, and
like the degree that a planet is in gets activated when you turn that age.
Oh,
like, what do you think of that idea?
It happens, but it's not really for that linear reason, if that makes sense. Because what you're explaining is a real phenomenon, especially with you like seeing someone and being drawn to someone that's 29 years old. It's not really because of the logical. It's totally intuitive. It's totally like your Pisces 12th house moon, like reality, and just like skipping the logic. Like, oh, you know what I mean? Like,
I know exactly what you're saying. I totally agree. See, like, like I'm very like I see like symbolism and everything. That's my Pisces moon, but like my Capricorn Mercury will like definitely see my Pisces moon, like intuit about these things and be like, that's bullshit. You know, like it's weird. Like I'm very like
I do the same thing.
I like rationalize everything, but like I also have that impulse to see everything through like symbolism. I don't know.
It makes a lot of sense though.
Yeah. Like I know it's totally chance, but at the same time it's meaningful. It's like it's a paradox, I guess. Anyway.
So what do you feel got you on this spiritual path? I get the feeling like you've always been this way.
That's a really good, like, how do you define like the spiritual path? Because I feel like, hold on, let me think. I like, okay, that's where like I feel like my Capricorn Mercury and like Pisces moon kind of interact, because like I started out, I've always been really, really into science, and I was like kind of anti-spirituality for most of my life because science just made so much more sense to me, and it was just so much more grounded. and like practical and logical, but like it's weird. Like I kind of like broke away from that when I started doing psychedelics, to be honest. And then I tried to kind of like fuse my spiritual experiences with like materialism, like materialist understandings. But ultimately I was just like, I don't know, I guess I just end up deciding that everything's bullshit and it doesn't matter. Like, I don't know. I don't explain it.
No, it makes sense.
I've always been spiritual, but I've always been so anti-spirituality. And I think I'm still like that. And I don't know, like, it's very hard to like express those both sides at the same time.
It's really easy for me because I'm a Gemini, so I could literally all day and just like dance with her. But I mean that energy, I feel like maybe you gave yourself that scientific grounding so that you could like fully venture into the spiritual, if anything.
You know, one of my earliest memories when I was like 6 or 7 years old, because I used to be really, really obsessed with astronomy. Like when I was little, like I used to go to the library and take out like astronomy books and like read all the facts and stuff. It just blew my mind. Like every night, just looking at the stars just destroyed my mind. Like I was like a little girl, like that. I guess that was like my Pisces moon. And like my favorite planet was Neptune. Always. Like since I was like a little girl, little ass girl, like I didn't understand much about, you know, reality or anything. Just I was just so drawn to it. I don't know why. Like the aesthetic, I guess, was appealing to me, like the colors and just how big and gassy it was. And like and then like I grew up with that like love for astronomy. Like I like as I got older, like I got a telescope, I understood more about it, I took classes. And like it was actually my astronomy class that made me realize like, wait, astrology is probably legit. Like there's probably more to astrology than just the sun sign, because I thought that the phases of the moon were too symbolic, too like related to how we kind of like fall. You know what I'm saying? Like we grow old, we reach a mature age, and then we start to decay, and then we die. And the process just goes over and over and over again. Like that's what made it click. Like I don't know. That's when I realized that astrology was real. Even though before, like I didn't even know anything about like my own sun sign. Like I had no idea about astrology at all. And then I just got obsessed with it. So that's it. That's how I learned astrology. Through astronomy. You see, like it's so related.
Yeah.
Like the science with the spirituality with me. I don't know.
You get like the best of both worlds, I feel.
It's confusing.
To integrate all of that, yeah. So how are you dealing with Pluto tearing your whole world apart right now?
Pluto is just always gonna tear up my whole world. Because it's like conjunct my Venus in the 8th house. So that's just always going to be a part of my life. But like, I know what you're saying. It's going to be in my 10th house for a really long time too, because it's going to be activating like Uranus, Neptune, Mercury. It's like, it's killing me inside slowly, but I feel like I'm going to come out alive. I hope.
when
I feel like really, really scorpionic. Even though I'm not a Scorpio, like I identify so much with Scorpios, and like I'm really drawn to them. But I don't know. See, like I know, like in my head, like I know what I'm going, like all this Pluto shit that's going on in my life, but I don't want to talk about it because it's Pluto. I'm secretive about it, so you know what I mean? Like I kind of don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah, it's kind of it's a secret. You can't say it.
Wow. That's what's so fucking cool about it. Like I don't know. That's crazy, right? Like I'm just gonna say that it's like destroying me.
Thankfully, it's supposed.
But it's also empowering at the same time. I'm like reclaiming a lot of inner power.
Yeah. Well,
how about you? How's Pluto destroying your life?
It's getting
your soul.
It's getting closer to my moon. Right now, it's on my Neptune, and
oh my god.
Yeah, so that's why I love people like you. You're like right on my Neptune, so you get to be my. I get to see it like vividly, and it's kind of awakening this, right? But when it hits my moon, it just kind of like destroys my soul from the inside out. Pluto's gonna be on it.
Jupiter, oh my god.
Saturn is gonna be on it. Like at the same
time. Kanye.
Kanye's gonna win the presidency, right? Oh god, it's gonna be crazy. Like I don't even know what'll happen to me at that time. It's just so intense. And then Jupiter is gonna pass by, and it'll be on your Neptune and Uranus and Mercury too. So it's like,
oh my god, that's gonna be a hot mess.
Yeah, for real.
This is all gonna happen like in my house of career too. Like it's all gonna be like in the spotlight. Like right now, like I don't know. I don't really have a career, to be honest, which is a big deal to me because, well, I'm young, but like I'm a Capricorn.
But you're building.
Like I want to, but I feel like I'm like really working hard towards something.
Yeah.
I want to be a lawyer. I finally decided what I want to be, and that's so stereotypically Capricorn too. But like, fuck it.
You know, I pulled the Justice card for you too while you were talking.
Really?
Which is the card of law. Now I know why. I'm telling you, like, you bring out my intuition. It's just like, dang. You're my psychic antenna.
Wait, do people know that, like, our Mercury's form a perfect trine?
And that, too. 29 degrees exactly.
Same element, too.
And then your Neptune is on my moon, and my Neptune is on your sun. And then, yeah. And I think your rising sign is on the very degree of my 12th house cusp. So you like, yeah, I'm just that much more intuitive.
That's sick.
Yeah, it is.
And you're a Gemini sun and Capricorn moon like my mom, which is a trip because I feel like the relationship with her is the most karmic relationship I have with anyone on this planet.
Yeah.
No. Just right. So you're basically like my mom, Michael.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's freaking crazy. I'm back. Yeah. Oh god, that's crazy.
Yeah. Your soul's getting destroyed right now too.
And it hurts so good. It really hurts so It's like
with Pluto, you kind of get like addicted to the pain in a way.
And
I don't know.
I feel like Capricorn moons love this kind of like melancholic feeling. Like we kind of the depression of.
Well, my progress moon is in Capricorn, by the way. Oh my god! Like it's fucking crazy.
Whose moon?
My progress moon is in Capricorn right now.
Your what?
My progress.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's fucking crazy. I'm working like 80 hours a week.
Damn. Oh yeah.
I feel like I have no soul.
Damn.
And I'm just like cutting people off like this.
Yeah.
It's
the party time, but when it's in Cap, it's the work time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. You're right. I have to. Yeah, that makes so much more sense.
But it feels good because like somebody told me like before my progress moon went into Capricorn, I was like asking for advice, and somebody said they've never made more money than when their progress moon was in Capricorn, and like it's low-key true.
Yeah.
Like you kind of work till you're like completely burnt out, but you do make a lot of money.
That's true. I'm making more than I've ever made. It's like right on my Neptune and your sun right now.
Yeah. It's pretty sick.
Actually, like it's crazy. Like I'm becoming to revere the Capricorn vibration that much more. I feel like Pluto is helping me like awaken the connection to it. There will be some like money spells. I'm not even really a money spell kind of person, but like
But they were.
I'll focus on it, and then as soon as like a Capricorn vibration is near it, it'll manifest like that.
What?
Like, yeah, it tripped me out like a lot. I was like, it could be that easy. Like, actually,
It is that easy. Like, I know this sounds like really crazy, but like, if you want to be rich, you just have to work really, 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 really fucking hard. Like, although I don't want to be rich, but I'm just saying if you want to be rich, like, because that's a Capricorn energy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like Aries, for example, the Aries energy, it just wants things like immediately, like instant gratification, like instant income. Like, that's part of me too, though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I got my Mars there, and it's my 12th house cusp, so I get spiritually arrogant with God. I'm like, I know you're teaching me patience, but I need this like now. Like, what are you talking about? And my spirit guides wouldn't even want to talk to me because he's like, oh, he's being
patience arrogant. Is so key with everything, not just like financial stuff, but like literally everything. My mom always says, give it time. Like, just wait. And she's fucking right. Like, you just gotta wait for good things to happen, and they're gonna happen. But if you keep on like, well, obviously you have to do stuff to obtain what you want to obtain, but like feeling like, I don't know. I don't know. Explain.
A lot of it is ego too, like knowing.
Yeah, exactly.
I made this happen, like right now. Like, it's crazy.
I know what you mean.
I don't know. I'm a little bit twisted with it because I just like to troll now. Like, I'm not even. I don't even care. I'm like,
you always like to troll. I don't know. I feel like that's just Gemini.
It is a lot.
I live with the Gemini moon. I spend most of my time with the Gemini moon.
Yes.
It's all shits and giggles. Like, sometimes like I'll be talking to him and I'm like, can you just be serious for like 1 minute? Like, I want to have like an actual conversation that's not just like trolling.
It's because they're too smart. They can't ever do it. They're thinking circles around this like every time. So it's like, come on. Damn it. Huh. So, yeah. This new moon is definitely, I feel like it's going to.
The new moon?
Yeah, and Scorpio, there's that whole veil thing, but there's something different around that I can't put my finger on. It'll be in your
like, I feel like a lot's coming to the surface.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's really fucking intense. Like, I just feel like I'm living in a dream every day. That's so Pisces moon to say, but like, I feel like Pluto kind of plays a role in that too. It makes everything feel like really, really fucking intense.
And then Neptune, of course, is in your 12th. You know,
yeah. I mean, oh yeah, it's transit in the 12th. Oh. My transits are a mess. I don't even look at my transits because I just want it to be a surprise.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, I want you to watch that show. I want you to watch that episode Playtest. It's Scorpio AF all the way. Playtest.
On Netflix.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. It's from that Black Mirror show that I was telling you about. Like, everybody that's watching this should watch it if they want to feel like really intense, emotionally shattering. Not emotionally shattering. That's a weird way to say it, but really intense, deeply emotional Scorpio vibes.
The second episode of Sick. Oh my god.
I don't know if I should tell you what it's about, but it's basically about your deepest fears and literally facing them.
Yeah.
Like being forced to face them all at once.
Oh damn.
Like your deepest fears. Like the fears that you're not even aware of, that are like way below your unconscious threshold.
Damn.
Yeah, it fucked me up.
Oh damn.
No show has ever done that to me. It just made me feel like really crazy.
Damn. I'm gonna watch it when the sun comes down now, and it's all very scary and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
That'll be my new moon in Scorpio ritual right there.
It'll be perfect. It'll be perfect.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, let us play the 3 questions game, where we ask each other 3 questions, and you can start first.
Oh my god. Okay. I remember I used to play something like this with MySpace. Like if you want to get to know somebody, you just ask them like any questions or something. Okay. And it could be about anything at all.
Anything.
Okay. What do you think has been the most important event for you this year?
This year.
That's what I think. Yeah.
Easily the most important decision this year was moving out here. And
oh yeah, because you were living in Nigeria for a while.
Yeah.
Dang.
I was.
I remember that. When the Gypsy was going over your fourth house.
Yeah. Then that's when I went there, and then I went back to Texas, and then I moved to Las Vegas. That was like.
What? You moved to Las Vegas?
Yeah, that's where I am now. I'm in Vegas right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I didn't know that.
And that's why it was such a.
Like all over the place.
Yeah, that too. It feels like a dream myself, because the whole circumstance of coming out here was just so like it wasn't random because Mercury was retrograde, so I was literally like signing contracts, doing all the stuff you shouldn't do when Mercury retrograde.
I always do. For some reason I always fly during Mercury retrograde. Oh, but like the plane hasn't crashed yet. But for some reason that always happens to me.
Like it
makes me scared. But I think Mercury retrograde is overhyped.
Well, honestly, I think certain people are immune to it because Mercury retrograde screws people up. But
Oh, just kidding. You know what? You're totally right. Because like my boyfriend is Mercury dominant, and when Mercury retrograde comes, it just destroys him.
Oh god.
Because his Mercury's like very negatively aspected too.
Where is his Mercury?
So it's like Virgo. That's a good thing, right? But it's square his moon in Gemini.
Oh, that's nasty.
It's so nasty.
It wouldn't have been so bad, but it's also squaring Neptune and then Saturn and Sag, so this is just.
It squares a bunch of other stuff too.
Oh,
but yeah. So I'm guessing like if you have a bet, and my Mercury is like, it's beautiful. It just has like good aspects. So maybe that's why. It's beautiful. That's so cocky to say. Like I don't think I'm terrible. Wait, can I just say something? I don't have any air placements whatsoever.
Oh my god, you're right. You don't?
I have 0 air placements. And like I feel like I'm like terrible at like air stuff.
But you've been communicating great right now. Okay, but you mean socializing out, like.
Yes, exactly. Like I'm very like I can communicate fine, but like it's like so like it's so practical. Like you see the way we're communicating right now? Yeah. Like it's not so casual, like we're making like a public video.
Yeah.
But like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
No, I completely feel it. Like my Cap Moon and my Taurus Venus, I understand it. Like I don't know why I got. It's because the 29-degree Mercury is so polished. Like it comes, and then of course it's so near to Aquarius, so it could come.
I'm also like I have that Uranus. I have like a bunch of like Uranus stuff going on, but like still no air.
I like how you said it. Like it comes off more practical and functional than just like air graceful or anything like that.
Yeah, it's weird. Like I've always wanted to be a writer, but I feel like I'm not good at it. Like I'm only good at writing like academic stuff, and that's Capricorn. But I feel like if I had air, I'd be a good writer.
Well,
like a good creative writer.
No, Pisces is very creative too. Like I know what you mean. Like the air adds a lot of creativity.
Yeah, okay, but like Pisces is really creative, but like on paper, it just comes off as nonsense.
You're right. That's so true. That's so true. Yeah, it's better for more like abstract. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so abstract, and I've always been told that my writing is super abstract. Okay, I have another question for you.
All right, let me ask you one first, though.
Oh, okay.
And then after you answer it, then you can ask that question. So,
okay.
What do you feel about a day like this weekend where the veil is low and people are wearing costumes? How are they going to deal with like negative entities that could possess them more or could influence them more? That was a very loaded question. I apologize.
Like, what do I think about like negative entities that like could like?
What are the politics behind that? Behind negative entities and people trick or treating and going out and being a part of the Halloween festivities? What's really going down?
What's really going down? I think people are just like we like for like the whole rest of the year, like for 364 days every year, we make all these things super taboo, you know? And like all of a sudden, just for one day, we decide to unleash all our inner demons. Like we decide to actually accept death and like chase it in a way, you know, like seek it and find amusement in it and joy in it. I think it's actually like really fucking cool. But looking at it from your perspective is really interesting too, because like everybody's just unleashing all these like really dark vibes into the environment. Like you think
honestly are
not dark as in like emotionally dark, but like dark as in like aesthetically dark.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
Yeah, but what were you gonna say?
No, you answered it. I was gonna say, is it that kind of dark or is it the other kind of dark?
No, it's definitely aesthetic. I feel like the emotional energies are like, I don't know. I think there's still like a little bit of fear during Halloween, but people like that. Like, I think it just exposes the fact that on the surface, we seem like we're afraid of death. We seem like we're afraid of like demons and ghosts and monsters, but way beneath that, we actually get off on all those archetypes. We like it.
It's like you said, it's
so much that's we've made that part of our reality.
Yeah.
But it's a secret. Nobody's supposed to know that we secretly like all these, all these really dark archetypes. No. I hope I'm not inviting any weird things to my room right now. Like talking about that.
We'll see.
Yeah. So I don't know. Did that kind of answer your question?
Absolutely.
Not really. Okay. Good. All right. Okay. So I want to ask you this: if you could change your sun, moon, and rising to any three other signs, or switch around, your sign placements, what would it be? What would they be? So if you could be any sun, moon, and rising.
That is such a good question.
Or you could choose to say I would stay, the same, but that's kind of boring.
Yeah.
Not that you're placements are boring. I'm just saying, like, for the sake of the question.
No, I'll answer it, but like I would if I had to choose, I would automatically like choose to keep it the same because like the only reason why I can enjoy my placements is because of how like every angle and degree is like so on point with what I have to do now. But
Wow.
you know, if I could change it, say with no precaution or like there's definitely times that I wish I was a sun in Libra because I know I would
felt like you were gonna say that.
Yeah, right. I feel like if I was a sun, I'd
go
do more of what I want instead of like doing the Gemini thing, and I was just I put more like. But
what's it like? Okay, no, finish.
Oh no, you go. I was actually gonna ebb and flow off you.
Oh, like what's it like to be a Gemini? Because like I feel like that's one of those signs that really like kind of mind boggles me, because like always like I always put. I feel like being a Pisces moon, it's like every single sign.
Yeah.
At the same time, which is a hot mess.
Yeah.
But like Gemini is one of those signs that I kind of feel alienated from because it's it's square my moon.
Yeah.
And like also like it's kind of like Pisces but different. Like you see what I'm saying? Like they're both like Pisces is like the two fishes that are like always chasing each other. So there's a duality there. But Gemini is, Gemini is like a different kind of duality. Like how would you explain the difference?
Well, the mystery of Gemini is coming out a lot more, and you're seeing it in more and more Geminis being open with what they communicate, because before they would just kill a messenger. So now deeper secrets are coming out, right? So Gemini, being a Gemini in this new age of Aquarius is different now than it was before, because the other facet, if you think of like Castor and Pollux or the Gemini dynamic, it's one consciousness up in heaven at the same time, or one in the spiritual realm and one aware in this physical realm, and balancing logic and intuition.
Yeah.
And Pisces is like the water form of that. Pisces just stays in heaven. So they're always in tune with their higher self, and then they take out their anger on the real us, like their subconscious anger, because the spiritual Gemini will troll them, and they can't get back at the spiritual Gemini, so they just get back at us.
That's a really nuanced way of like looking at it. Damn.
Yeah. Oh gosh, it sucks because the Pisces could be so passive aggressive, and it's like
Pisces is not perfect, by the way. Like I want to make that clear. Like Pisces can be the worst sign of all the signs.
Oh yeah, absolutely, and get away with it.
And they get away with it. But like Gemini can be an asshole, and everybody calls them out on it, and everybody knows that Gemini is an asshole. But when Pisces is an asshole, they get away with it.
Because
they kind of have a way
to feel sorry for them and pity.
Huh?
They know how to feel sorry for them and evoke pity. They like a genius.
Yeah, that's crazy.
If I'm loving my Capricorn moon every day, like I love the fact that it's next to Saturn, because I'll be seeing people break down crying, and I'm like, thank God I can't do that. Like, thank God I can't break down. Like, people be looking at me like, you need to break down, and you need to like come down. And Saturn just be like, no, you don't, bro. Like, you should.
Yo, I totally relate to that. Like, ever since my moon progressed into Capricorn, I swear I'm like a heartless bitch. Like, not in like I don't mean to be, but like it's not like I'm like being an asshole, but like when it comes to like dealing with like hard like emotional things, it's a lot harder to get for me to like burst into tears, or like I like how you just took a hit.
Oh, you're the second person to call me out. Yo, that's great. I'm like, let me do this now that she's talking so no one sees me.
I totally saw you. I like how sneaky you got your name too. But I forgot what I was saying. You got me faded too. I felt it all over here. Now I'm faded because I'm empathizing with you. I didn't even know what I was talking about.
You were talking about how your progressed moon makes you less emotional.
Oh yeah, like I don't cry as much. I mean, I do, but like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I'm obviously not like an actual Capricorn moon, but like I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's not heavily emotional at all. Like, because then you wouldn't be able to get anything done, you know?
No, absolutely. So you know what the universe did? It set a Leo moon to deal with me. And
really?
It's torture. Seriously, like I've learned the relationship between Capricorn moon and Leo moon is like the Leo moon is the Capricorn's 8th house. So Capricorn can't really close himself out. Leo is just gonna be like, love, and then Capricorn is just like, and then they slowly and it's literally
God, I
like
totally see that.
the Leo tortures the Capricorn with positive energy. It's like, yay, you're gonna be happy today, and we're gonna give you this, and they're like, no, what the hell?
You know what? Capricorn is so melancholic. I totally agree with that. There's something nice about it though. Like it's comfortable. Like sometimes it feels comfortable to just feel melancholic, you know?
It does, yo, especially with the moon.
And sometimes it feels uncomfortable being all like happy-go-lucky like Leo.
It does.
Doesn't it?
It does. When I'm around a lot of positivity, like before my Gemini will embrace it and I'll shut off, but to sit with it and to sit with the positivity, it feels so corny. Like I'll start throwing mad shade.
Realistic.
Feel regular again. Like it's weird. It's like, wow, I didn't know I was so negative.
It's so funny. I love how like on the outside you're like, like you're like a Gemini, but like on the inside you're like an old, like grumpy old man.
Yes, exactly. Like an incredibly old soul in a very like youthful, immature like body. It's retarded.
That's hilarious.
I kind of wish I wouldn't be opposed to having a Leo moon because I feel like
that's some fun.
Yeah,
they party. That's also a let's party moon.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
That one is Sag.
I didn't know that. I thought it was Sag moon, but I didn't know Leo moon was like that too.
Oh no, definitely.
God, like they know how to get down.
The Leo moons I know go hard.
And then as far as rising, I wouldn't mind a Scorpio rising, but nah, I'd take that back.
That was so fast.
Yeah, it's powerful, but it comes at a price. Like that. I'll probably
it does come at a price. I know Scorpio rising with a Leo moon, by the way.
A Scorpio rising with a Leo moon.
Progress Sun and Libra too.
Oh wow.
They're really cool.
I bet.
Yeah, but it like the Scorpio, it comes at the price.
Okay. I want to have a fire sign rising just so I can have like the water cusps and water houses. Like I love that fundamental energy with it comes. It just sets everything right, and you just like.
Yeah, fire rising is I don't know. I like that.
Yeah.
My Aries rising, I feel like that's like the only positive side of me. Everything else is just a lot of like either the super emotional Pisces, Scorpio, or like the really like serious, grounded like Capricorn, Virgo. Like Aries kind of adds like a youthful demeanor.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm like an old soul too. I don't know. I don't know if I come off as childish though. I feel like I come off as an old soul. I'm not sure.
Well, Pisces, I've come to learn that Pisces souls are even more ancient than the Capricorn energy, but they're so old that they come across as like babies.
Yo, oh my God, that's okay. I'm just gonna reveal something super weird. Like I act like a baby sometimes. like when I'm with my boyfriend, it's just us. Like I get so comfortable that I just start acting like a baby, and I feel like that's me being my true self.
Yeah. That's kind of what like Pisces is. They're like that. That's kind of where you end. You know what I mean? Like you kind of just explained it. It's not like Aries though, which is kind of like a
No. I know the Aries childishness.
yeah.
That's something else.
But Pisces is just like all wonder, bliss, and peace. It's just
yeah, exactly.
and that is the exact reason why I say if you're a Pisces, you're not supposed to work. You're not supposed to do any work. You're not supposed to have responsibility. So when you have Saturn in Pisces, you're screwed.
Pisces doesn't like responsibilities. I've noticed that.
But you live in a world where you have to work to survive. That's why
you see my inner pain, like the deep sigh I just released, because like I have like a 12th house Pisces moon. Like I actually hate having to do shit.
Yeah, because it's a royal.
I don't want to live in like my dream world all the time, but it's like all that Capricorn energy is just like constantly pulling me out of like what I feel is like my true self. It's like it's a weird combination too.
I mean it. Oh my gosh, when you grow into it after your first Saturn return, it's gonna be like spectacular. But it's Pisces is a royal energy. Like it's the Omni King at the top that just wants to play because it can manifest whatever it wants without any logic. Like it doesn't like it does what it wants. And it's not, it comes from a royal like, ooh, like I don't need to, you should be honored by my presence. But we're in an earth world dimension where it's like the Virgo. We're in a Virgo dimension opposite of Pisces.
Oh my God, yeah, you're so right. This is such a Virgo dimension. I totally feel that.
And Pisces could just feel so like trapped here, just like what the hell? Like, and Virgo is like, we don't even do magic like that. It's all logic. So it's just
That's hilarious. That's a really brilliant way of looking at it. That we live in a Virgo world. Mm-hmm. And Pisces is the dream, of course. Yeah, there's a good side to it. There's a dark side to it. But like, I totally know what you mean. Just feeling like a baby.
Fabiola
feeling like a baby living in the cosmic womb.
Fabiola asked, "What house system do we use?" We talked about that earlier, though.
Yeah, I use equal house system just because like it looks so perfect and clean. You know, there's no ambiguity. Like I like things to look very symmetrical. That's my Mars in Virgo, my chart ruler. I like how it looks. That's really like my only reasoning behind it, though.
And Bree asked another important question: should Libra have to work? Yes, y'all have to work. Okay, let me tell y'all, this is for real too. Like the only reason why Libras exist is so that people can get together. Like that's all they exist to do is to connect people together. Like my photographer friend who's a Libra, like he does photos, but people.
My first boyfriend was a Libra. In like middle school.
Interesting.
Of course, right? Like that was like the first like kind of real connection I had with someone too.
Nice. You got put on by the relationship masters.
Yeah.
I would say the only two signs that don't have to work really are just Pisces.
You already established Pisces.
See, you can argue Aquarius, but Aquarius is just gonna work just cause like they don't.
Oh, Aquarius, that's a good, yeah.
Like so, every other Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the only other sign. They have to party. Like they have every expression.
They have to party. If they don't party
or happy like that, they have to be. That's why it's hard to be them too.
I love Sagittarius so much. That's one of my favorite signs. Like, damn it, I don't have any cool signs.
You don't have any cool signs? You have all the
kind of an asshole. Like I don't know. I like it can make me feel young.
He's an asshole.
Oh, I'm such a fucking asshole.
Let's correct you there.
Like, okay, but I look at it this way. Like, if somebody's doing something that's fucked up, I'm gonna call them out, and I don't care if they get their feelings hurt.
Yeah.
But like, but then like I talk to a Libra and they're like, no, but like if you call them out and their feelings get hurt, it was unproductive. They probably didn't even end up listening to you, and you just alienated them. And I'm like, damn, that's true. But it just feels so much better to piss people off.
Yeah,
I mean,
Libras don't understand.
to speak your mind.
They're trying to bring peace and balance.
It just feels so much better to create a conflict.
It is, well, you know, it serves its purpose. That's what Libras are for. They're supposed to clean up our mess. Like after that's what they don't understand. That's why I said Libras have to work their ass off. Like, they're the archangels. So
oh my god.
All right. So do you believe, my second question to you is, do you believe in gods and goddesses?
Totally.
Do you believe I believe that like Capricorn and once you go up from Scorpio to Pisces, like these are vibrations of gods and goddesses. So you representing this vibration, how do you feel you can tap into that energy?
Oh my god, like I've never considered myself a goddess at all. Like, but I see that in so many people lately. Like, it's weird. Like, all of a sudden, I just seeing people that I wouldn't have seen as gods and goddesses before as gods and goddesses. Like, there's just something magical about people lately. But now that you mentioned like you said Scorpio, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. You know who I see as a goddess?
Who?
Michael. You know Goth Shakira?
Shakira. Oh yeah, she is.
She's a double Aquarius and a Capricorn rising. She is so fucking cool.
Goddess, yeah. No, but she's
such
Aquarius as fuck.
She's so Aquarius, but it's that Aquarian goddess energy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. The water bearer, the progressive.
Yeah.
No, she's got it. Like she's embodied that like completely.
She's so good.
Yeah.
I don't know how to. I feel like that's something that I'm striving for, to embody that Capricorn goddess energy, and
it comes with a lot of
girl with the Pisces energy.
Yeah.
I feel like Michelle Obama does that.
Yeah.
She's a Capricorn and Pisces moon.
Oh yeah.
She has that, like, you know what I'm saying? She has that presence, like that Capricorn energy. And she's so freaking smart. She's so accomplished. I'm not a big fan of like the Obamas in general, like Barack Obama as a president, but just Michelle Obama and everything she's accomplished is fascinating to me. I don't know. I see her as a goddess. I don't think I'm at that level, but like that's something to aspire to, definitely.
It's so funny because that's exactly what as the Capricorn energy.
And she was a lawyer too. I want to be a lawyer.
Right. And you know what's so important about that too, right? Like Capricorns need to do law because that's your 10th house. Libra is the 10th house of Capricorn. So y'all like literally bring that to the surface, you know? And now that Pluto's in Capricorn, the legal system is having to transform, like.
Yeah. It should be interesting. Yeah, a lot of things are transforming. Like all institutions are going to be fully transformed by the time that Pluto leaves Capricorn.
Yeah.
Intense shit.
Yeah, super intense. So we have one more question each.
Okay, let me see. Hold on. Do you have one? Wait, hold on. Whose turn was it?
It's your turn.
Okay, this one's kind of controversial. Which sign annoys you the most and why?
Okay. I feel like this had to happen recently, so I get reminded. But I would have to say it's a tie between. Oh man.
It's so hard.
Yeah. I love all the signs so much, but there are some things that annoy me in some signs. But then I have to ask, how much is that my own shadow issues that I'm having to like learn through that?
No, it's totally your shadow issues. That's why it's an interesting question because
Yeah,
it's more about you than the signs.
exactly. And that's what makes it so hard to like all the stuff that Scorpio pisses me off about, it's always my shadow issue. So it's like, well, I can't be mad that they're mad, you know? And it's like,
Yeah, exactly.
but regardless of that, shadow issues or not, I really think it's a tie between Scorpio and Aquarius because
Oh my god.
them motherfuckers could be annoying without even trying to be annoying. No, 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 no. Now
That's so classic Gemini. You say something and you're be like, never mind. I take it back.
Like, I really just want to say Virgo. I just want to rip on Virgo.
Say it. Everybody, I know everybody wants to say
it. Is it? So which one irritates me the most? I'm trying to think of the sign that doesn't let me have my way when I want to be impatient, and I'm trying to think which one is like the most irritating. But
when you're trying to be impatient and they don't let you have your way,
yeah.
Let me see.
See, I want to say Sagittarius too, but the irritation is always like circumstance. That's why it's so hard to answer it. Like it's never really like, oh, this sign always irritates me. It's just always like at certain moments, it's like, oh, really? Like my little sister is is a Scorpio, and like her and she kind of beef with the whole family. So
Really?
yeah, like oh my god. My Cancer sister says like she's low key evil, but you know that's the whole Cancer Scorpio thing. But yeah, I don't know. Like I want to say Scorpio, but then Aquarius could be irritating too because
let's say both of them.
What Aquarius irritates about me is like they will know they're right and they'll use that against you and just like Lord, just you know they're talking to you from like a level, like they're talking down at you. It's like, oh my gosh, like who is this nigga who thinks they and what they're even talking about? And then it's worse because they do know, and it's just like, oh, like
they're right.
But then sometimes like Scorpio will irritate me because like Scorpio will irritate me because it's like they'll make me aware that I need their attention, and then when I want their attention, they don't give me their attention, and it's like a cat and mouse game, and it's like a psychic manipulation that they kind of secretly enjoy, but I can't really like I'm not very aware of it. Like I don't know how much of this is all like, you know, in my head, and a lot of it is clear projection, but like it's not always irritating because I'm really more in awe and wonder of it, you know, my side, but it can be irritating because they want to be irritating. Does that make sense? Like it'll be irritating when that's the energy they want you to feel. Like it's
I see what you're saying. I totally see what you're saying.
Like there's such a fine control of it, and they know Scorpio that
is a hard sign even for people. Like even for people who are Scorpios, like
yeah,
but
it's such a fine control of the energy where it's like they take advantage of the Gemini naivety.
Like you can be like a really healthy Scorpio. You're like really, really, really good.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to be a healthy Scorpio.
It's really hard. It's really hard. You have to be like a super advanced soul.
Yeah, exactly. Like, how do you even channel Scorpio energy without not going through some shit perpetually?
Yeah.
I don't know. But
yeah.
Is it your turn to ask me a question?
Yeah, the last question I have for you was
I feel like this lighting's too bright.
what are your 3 favorite zodiac energies and your 3 most challenging? So it could be the
That's
sun.
a better way of saying it. What are 3 most challenging?
Yeah, right? Yeah, instead of saying, yeah, the shit list. But
shit list. 3 favorite zodiac? Oh my god. They're
so
always
it doesn't have to be like
changing.
the sun too. It could always be, yeah, right? Doesn't it always change? I found that
It's
too.
always changing depending on my needs. It's crazy. Let me see. I feel like Sagittarius is probably one of my favorites right now because it brings so much joy into my life. It's just good vibes. I don't know, like a healthy Sagittarian. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
It's
absolutely.
like a very like funny, joyous, like optimistic sign that like when
It's
you're with them,
inspiring as hell.
that's contagious. It just feels comfortable. You know, it's like
Mhm.
it just feels really cool. Like they're just too cool. I'm so lame. Like I feel like I don't even know how to begin to embody that energy, but it's a cool sign for me. And then my I'm trying to think of a second one. Probably Gemini.
No way.
Yeah. I love Gemini. It's like it's just funny. Like I don't know, I just love funny signs cuz I'm such a serious person.
True.
And it's so lighthearted too. Like I wish I was a Gemini moon. I would be like such a cooler person. I'd be heartless as fuck though, but I would still be a lot cooler.
Oh, trust
And also
me.
it's really, really smart.
Yeah.
I mean, um it's smart about a lot of trivial shit though. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's so smart.
Yeah.
I just like it. I don't know. I like Sag and Gemini because they're both like kind of childish.
Yeah. No, we
I
are.
like that energy. My Aries like really feeds off that, to be honest. And let me see. Third. Uh Taurus. Definitely Taurus. Like they're so chill. You know what I'm saying? Like it's such like a mellow, like Capricorn and Virgo are down to earth, but Taurus just wants to chill.
It's very
Virgo,
Taurus' term is very lost on people, so they just see them as slow. But it's not every. It's only like a few people who get it. Like
no, I totally.
Tauruses.
They're not slow like dumb. They're slow as in like how they move through life. Like they're
Yeah,
not in a
they can smell the flowers and like
yeah, like they could just relax. Like it feels so good. Like when I'm in my Taurus element, taking my time and I'm perfectly relaxed and like in my senses. Like I like to cook a lot lately. It's like the nicest feeling. I wish I was like a Taurus moon. Like I had a Taurus Venus. You have a Taurus Venus.
yeah, it's fucking awesome. It's why
That sounds really nice.
I can like eat a burrito and find God because it's in the 12th.
Yes.
It's so amazing.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Like you can do like the simplest
Simplest
like mundane thing and just be like, ah.
It's ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous.
I totally get that. That's definitely my favorite earth sign maybe. I don't know. They're always changing, but like right now those are just the signs I like because it's what I need in my life at the moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like this lighting's too bright. I don't know. Okay. But most challenging.
The shit list.
Okay. Probably Pisces.
Oh, okay. We have a new entry.
I love Pisces so much. But like, oh my God. I'm a Capricorn. So like that Pisces energy can irk me so much in other people. You know what I mean? Like I'm saying you know what I mean a lot because I don't want to seem like an asshole.
No,
so, like,
you're talking about the unhealthy Pisces vibration.
No, yeah, of course. I'll 100%.
It's the worst thing. It's the most evil.
It's the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
Like how you said Pisces doesn't like, it just really hates responsibilities and like having to be in the real world of Virgo. And like I feel like as a Capricorn, that really, really grinds my gears because I'm all about responsibilities and all about being in Virgo's world and like, you know, working through all these systems. And like even I hate my own Pisces energy when it's low, like when it's low vibrational. Mm-hmm. So this also reflects an inner struggle that I have.
Godly and spiritual or lazy as hell.
Yeah, basically. That's all. Lazy as hell and escapist as hell.
Yeah.
And let me see. Another challenging sign would be Libra. Because like how can you not pick sides? That makes me mad.
How are they so politically correct and well, how else can you manipulate a large group of people if you're not the one that knows their inner workings?
Yeah, true.
They have so much more to lose if everyone's not working together because that's how they get their power, which is so opposite of Aries. Like, I'll snuff you myself. But Libra is
exactly. Aries is like, well, I don't need y'all.
Yeah, exactly.
That's totally me.
Aries is the villain, and then Libra is like the good guy, but they're the real villains at the end of the day because like you find out they just like used everyone. I don't know. Libra is.
I feel like they're just like, I feel like they can be villains at the end of the day because when you're trying to please everyone, you're not getting shit done. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're trying to please everyone and you're not really being blunt and saying what needs to be said or doing what needs to be said, like you're not really being honest.
It's it's the same thing like Scorpio. If you're a Libra, it's a very high vibration to master because you face the most temptation. It's the energy of the hero with Sagittarius. Like they're the ones that bring peace and order and justice, and so it's the easiest sign to, fall short of the expectations, and not like master. It's like a double-edged sword.
Yeah, totally. And for my last one, I'm gonna say Cancer, just because like it's such a I'm like only talking about when they're unhealthy, by the way, but when they're really moody it's just so hard to even have a conversation with them because they just get so stuck in their feelings that like it's like talking to a crab, like literally. Like they go into their shell and they just hide there and you have no access. Or like if you know you do something wrong, they'll just come out to like snap at you.
Yeah.
But
it's your opposite sign too, so you would see that more than anyone else.
Yeah, it's hard. Like kind of interacting and like merging with Cancer energy because it's very withdrawn. And like I just want to pull them out of it because I'm impatient. I don't know. But I have a lot to learn from all of these signs, obviously.
Yeah.
Like they have stuff that I need that I really suck at. But yeah, those are my 6 signs. I've been watching you smoke, by the way. I haven't said anything.
What the hell? It was just like maybe one other time. I was like,
no, I can tell too, because like now you're like, oh yeah. Oh.
Yeah, so, she's this time. Wrong. All right, I know I already asked 3 questions, but I was really interested in your I really like how you express the importance of being aware of the politics, being aware of what's going on in the country. Like,
oh, definitely.
I definitely consider you someone who is woke, someone who is aware, trying to get people to care more about stuff like this. So what do you feel about like the elections, like not the candidates, but how do you feel about how people feel about the elections, and where do you think, how do you think that'll change in 4 years?
I'm kind of glad you brought this up because I feel like the spiritual community, like the spiritual new agey community, kind of tries to like avoid talking about politics, and that really bugs me
because they're not trying to lose followers.
Yeah, exactly. And that's that's my Aries nature. Like, you know, who gives a shit? Like, yeah, I mean, you know, those people like they just can't handle the truth, obviously. But I mean, I know that's oftentimes not the correct way of going about things. But I just think that like spirituality is like one side of the coin. Like you can affect change through like spiritual means. You also need to know your shit, you know? Like if you want to change the world, you also need to be active in ways that are practical, ways that are actually going to produce results. So I think that's really important. But this election gives me a lot of anxiety, to be honest with you. I have no idea what's going to happen in the next 4 years. I think we're like in late stage capitalism, where like an economic collapse is just right around the corner, because this system is unsustainable. There's no way that we're just going to keep on extracting resources from over the world forever at the rate we're doing it. Like there's going to be a collapse, either you know, sooner or later, but most likely within like the next 10 years. What happened?
When Uranus enters Taurus, because that was the Great Depression.
Yeah. So I think when Uranus enters Taurus, we're gonna run out of food. Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
We're gonna run out of food, and people are gonna have to start. You know, people are gonna have to know how to garden and harvest their own food. Meat is going to be extremely rare. I think we're going to get to a point where like meat's going to be like taboo because it's going to be because it's extremely expensive to feed cows. Like you have to feed I forgot the numbers, but you have to feed them like a shit ton of grain just to keep one alive, when you could feed like hundreds of people with that same amount of food. So it's really expensive actually. So I think we're going to get to a point where like we're not going to have a lot of food. We're going to need to know how to grow our own food. I think that's like right around the corner too.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So I mean, unless we change our ways, but like it's hard to get people to change their ways.
Oh, this is just the beginning.
Uranus and Taurus is actually going to be really crazy because Taurus is such a fixed sign.
Yeah.
That people are going to be very resistant to the Uranus energy.
I feel like it'll spawn a lot of inventions, though. A lot of practical.
Yeah.
And you'll see like machines on flowers.
True. That's true. There's going to be a lot of different sides to it.
Yeah, no, but I feel like there'll be a more resistance to the Uranian energy at first, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's going to be like one of like the first degrees.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's going to be a surprise, but I think it's going to get ugly before it gets better.
Oh, definitely.
Like I don't even feel like I'm being a pessimist. Like I'm actually being an optimist because people are saying, you know, worse shit that we're just all going to be extinct pretty soon too. But I don't think so. I think we're going to find a way to adapt to whatever happens. This election is going to say a lot about our future.
Yeah.
I don't feel like Trump is going to be elected.
Nah.
I don't know what's going to happen to him, but yeah, it's a hot mess. Like, he's just a reflection of everything that's wrong in our country. It's not even about, you know, it's not even about being anti-Trump. It's about being anti-everything that he stands for.
It seems to be like the last of the Republican Party, and even how it deteriorated with him because no one even messed with Trump, and now they're only supporting him out of like because they have to because he won. You know what I mean? But like,
yeah.
You had Republican leaders saying, "I might vote for Hillary because I don't mess with Trump."
Yeah. And then Hillary's really corrupt too.
Yeah.
Obviously. Well, we talked about this. She's like she's seen as like the less of like the lesser of both evils, but like she is just like about how evil she is.
And that's exactly what Scorpios do.
Yeah,
But
and it's all in the 12th house too of her chart. Like,
yeah.
She has all her Scorpio energy in the 12th house, which is super, super secretive. But yeah, so we're fucked either way. But like, I also have a lot of hope in people. I think most people have good intentions. There are a lot of scary things going on right now, like the rise of like, you know, white nationalism and stuff. So like, well, that's like a huge problem, and I think it's not given a lot of attention actually.
It's not, but it's one of those things where it just Uranus and Aries just needs to bring to the surface so people can address it. You know what I mean? It's gonna make people
stomp it
out. Back to reality.
It's part of that war energy.
Yeah.
If there's so much war energy with like SJWs, like the alt-right, like it's very like tense. I feel like on the internet at least, but like in real life too, like people are just less open about it. But yeah, I think it's very important for people to, especially people in the New Age community. Like there are a lot of people in the New Age community that are also woke spiritually, but like I think being woke spiritually, I mean, they're also woke and like, you know, about politics and like sociology and all this stuff. So that's good. I think we should all strive to be like well-rounded in our knowledge and try to change the world in practical ways. I already mentioned that, but I wanted to put emphasis on that. Yeah.
Well, damn, we definitely spoke for a while.
Yeah.
I guess to close,
it went by so fast.
It did not feel like an hour passed by, to be honest.
No, like 15 minutes.
But it's been like an hour and a half, apparently.
Oh my
Right? Like I was looking at that, like we could go for another 30, but damn.
Yeah.
Either way, is there someone wanted to know if there's any place we could reach you, if you do readings, if you have a channel, and do you have any last word of advice for any aspiring spiritualists or anyone who wants to get in this path?
Okay, my Facebook is Lilibeth Esmeralda, so you could just find me on there and add me, but I also have a Tumblr page where I post and repost a lot of astrology material. It's chaosmic, chaosmick.tumblr.com, and you can just message me there. And yeah, I do readings. I haven't done any in a while actually because I've been so busy. But like, if you hit me up, then we can arrange something. And I also have an Instagram if you want to follow me. It's in the flower, just one word.
Could you spell the Tumblr address?
chaosmick. It's like chaos and magic into one word.
Oh, MICK.
Yeah, chaos and then Mick. What was the second part that you asked me? Like, what kind of advice?
Yeah, to anyone who's on a spiritual path, any words of encouragement?
Damn, like, just, oh, that's so hard because there's so many things that I could say, but like, you're doing a great job. You're like way ahead of most people on this planet, and just keep on learning. Just always be critical. That's something that I have to stress. My Capricorn Mercury has to stress that. Always be critical of everything, but always be very open-minded at the same time. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay if you need to open your mind to different ways of looking at the world, but you're doing great right now, and you're actually right where you need to be, and everything's okay. And just don't stress about anything. Just be happy. That's the most important thing. Like, it's like being spiritual. It's not like, I don't know. There's so many ways of looking at it. You know, I always stress like just being educated, listening to people, being kind to people, and just loving everybody and everything. Yeah. That's really important to me. Yeah. So we're good?
Yeah, we're great. Thank you for the advice. I got your Tumblr address in the description box, so y'all can get a third. And yeah, until next time, people, thanks for tuning in. And